Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. Happy Monday, fam.
Yes, happy Monday. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and answering those questions on the waiting screen, because today's trivia is going to be related to that. So for those of you who answered, you are already warming up your fingers, Fuljens.
Yeah, get warm because George is here. Get warm, guys.
So let's see. Let's test out those comments and let's see what we are saying here. So Paul writes that he watches a podcast. So that is good. And then hello to the rest of the fam. And then a peek behind the curtain. What do we see here? And so Ben, hi. Yes. So Paul already answered that question. We will be back in July. And hello, George. And then Jeremy listens to a podcast most of the time as he multitask, but he needs instructions or need a how-to. I will usually watch. Okay, yes. Yeah, that is definitely a great reason. And George watches a podcast.
Oh, it's you. I like that title.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, we're doing. It has to do with it, so stay tuned. Okay.
No, I think that's his title. What's going on here?
Oh, Netflix title. Got it. So he's the only one who answered. Okay, got it. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
And oh my gosh, there. Okay, K-Walk. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, now I'm with you. So K-Walk's title for Netflix is...
That's you.
Oh, it's you.
I love it.
I like it. Okay, this is great. And then Marianne says, watch and listen to podcasts. It does make sense, too, that. And I'm pretty sure there are different reasons, right? Different reasons for that. And then...
You guys catch on quickly. Where's Dave?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's go to say Fuljens. What do you watch a podcast or do you listen to it?
Mostly watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And your reason for that would be like what is your why?
Because I like to see, I like the visual, I like to be inspired by like other podcasts and what other people are doing, whether it's live or pre-recorded, or even on Tubi. There's I think it's with Deion Sanders. He's like, he has a dope podcast on Tubi, and I'm just like able to just watch it. Like I like to see like the setup and everything. I got to get inspiration. Get more inspiration from the visuals. Definitely. In addition to the content.
For me, I'm with Mariana. I will do both depending on what I'm doing. So I sometimes, most of the time when I listen to podcasts is I'm in the car. Right. So I'm just listening to a podcast. When I'm at home and I'm on my phone and have, I'm saved to watch a podcast, I glance to it to see who are the hosts. And then I listen again. So I have my headphones on and I go around the house and then I peek to it here and there. But most of the times, it's both, I guess, depending on the situation. Yeah. And that is a great thing. And we're going to be listening. We're going to be covering something that is... I don't think it's breaking news, but some of you might know it, some of you might not. But it is great for us video podcasters. This new opportunity that is coming along for all of us, right? So that's going to be your trivia. It's coming up. Just a little teaser there for you. And then we have Tech Troublemaker here. Hello, haven't seen you in a while, Roy. What's nice to see you here. So
what's a podcast?
What's a podcast? Yeah, the podcast. That would be the name of your show. That would be the name of your Netflix show. Okay. And then he writes, Fuljens.
I watch podcasts. It is easier to control the speed and to jump back and forward. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good reason too.
Definitely.
And then Marianne listens when she's on a walk. Okay. And then always challenging. watching a podcast while I'm driving. Yeah, it is.
Big challenge.
It's a big challenge. Like,
Big challenge,
I
bro.
worked. Oh my gosh! Speaking of another ghost, look who we have here.
Wow, Michelle.
Wow, Michelle. Nice to see you. We haven't
Very
seen you
good to see
in
you.
a minute. So
Welcome.
yes, fam, there's a lot of great things happening in the community. And let's start with the newsletter. So if you are already signed up for the Ecamm newsletter, you should have received great news this morning. If you are not signed up, don't worry about it. We're going to cover it here, and there will be a link for you to sign up. So the newsletter has a new lift and a new vibe to it, and you will be able to interact with it, and your interaction will give you points or perhaps something physical, Fuljens.
Yeah, so definitely. So if you received the newsletter this morning, you have a prompt to scroll to the bottom of this week's newsletter for a fancy new leaderboard, right? And everyone gets a nickname. The leaderboard is anonymous. You earn points when you scroll to the bottom and claim them from the leaderboard. You earn points for participating in the poll. You'll earn points when you sign up for some events. And the person with the most points wins a prize, right? So once you do click on the leaderboard, you'll see that you'll get a username. I'm HappyMate204, and you'll see who's in the current top 10. Right now, everyone on the leaderboard, at least from what I see, everyone has 10 points because it just started today. But we have, I guess, whoever claimed or clicked on it first, which is Neighborly Companion 155, is at the very top.
You know, I didn't even want to
you?
show anything because I don't know if I'm like, if I could show that. So I'm like, let me not even show it or say it. But congratulations to all of you who are participating in your.
It's probably George. George, are you Neighborly Companion 155? Identify yourself.
But anyway, the coolest thing about it that I do enjoy it is that you can participate anonymously, right?
Yes.
But if you want to add your name to it, you can add your real name to it, but you can participate. And again, you're going to be earning points by reading, participating in polls, and joining events. Okay, so those are the ways for you to earn points, not just receiving the newsletter and participating in the polls. You have different categories that you can participate in to win points. So the more you participate, the more points you earn, right? So that is on the newsletter, which is great. So the link is in the comments. Yes.
Roy said, when I clicked early, I had 10 points, but I was in last place. Yeah, but everyone has 10 points, but it's organized in a way where somebody's at the top. And also, I got a message that says, what did it say? It was there before. Oh, it says, you're currently not in the top 10, but I appreciate you anyways.
But you know,
thanks, Caleb.
That is funny. That is funny. But you know, when I was gonna participate, it gave me a timeout. So it said, "Oh, you already timed out," and I'm like, "What?" So I have to act right away. So if that's the case, as soon as you get on this letter, act up because you're gonna miss out if that is it, unless it was an error on my part.
Click on it right away.
Okay.
The moment it comes in, collect your points quickly.
Okay.
It's the next thing next to the ENN trivia. So you got to be quick.
So Steve goes, well, so much for being anonymous.
Happy Mate 204.
We have Shay, and hello, Shay. I tend to listen to podcasts when I'm doing other things, right? And you know, there was a research done about this, about mostly women listen to podcasts. And that might be a reason why, because we're typically doing things, you know, when you're moms, you're taking care of the kids or doing different things for the children, typically. So we are just listening to it while we do that. So that probably goes to show, or you're a grandma and you're just watching your little one, right? So, okay, so let's continue. Let's see what else is happening. So text or maker, okay. And then K-Walk had little or no points. Well, you can change that, you know. You can change that because as soon as you get on those letters, you participate. Again, there are different ways. So you can earn points by reading, participating in polls, and joining events, right? So those are the three ways. So if you miss a couple of them, maybe go back to it and see if you can still get in it.
Comments.
What was the subject line of the email message? What was it?
It was a leaderboard fun awaits plus a week of challenges. Yes.
I'm in the corner. In the corner of what? No,
Because you got to put time in timeout. Because you got to put on timeout.
I got put in timeout for the newsletter.
For the newsletter, yeah.
So like, if I don't answer right away, I'm in the corner. Really? Is that how it works?
I don't know. I don't know what happened because you know. I paid attention to that this afternoon, so I was able to claim my 10 points today. That was not too long ago. That wasn't this morning. I didn't click on it right away.
Yeah, I clicked on it this morning. And this morning I went and then it just didn't. I will have to check it out. I want to be out of the corner.
It was probably broken this morning, maybe.
So, okay, so she got the message too, and it's harder than Ian and Drew. Hey, Dr. T, nice to see you here.
Hello.
So she writes, I listen just in case my faves have a face for radio. Okay. No, but I mean, it's true though, right? It's true. Because sometimes I'm listening to a podcast and I'm listening to their voices. And when I get home, I actually look to see who the host is, right?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, Fuljens.
Just launched season 2 of my podcast today. It's been a long time coming. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Michelle. That is pretty great.
That's awesome.
I got a message that I earned 10 points, but I will never win no matter how many points. It's fun to play though, Paul, right? It's fun to play.
I agree with what Roy just said, because I was like, wait, we all got the same points. How am I not even on the? I'm not even on the leaderboard. At least Roy's in last place. I'm not even on the leaderboard with my 10 points.
No shade, Dr. T. None of it. Johnny.
Suck up, fat Johnny.
Nice to see you, Johnny.
Yes.
So, so make sure that you are all in it, right? You get more than 10 points. So when we're checking next CNN, we're going to check on points, right? And another thing that we have to check today, fam, is Who Dare Streams. For day 1 was today. That was pretty fun. Doc and Ash were there. I saw some of you were there as well, and it was fun. It was pretty fun. I see also in the Facebook group that a lot of people are already posting, which is nice to see. So some new faces. There are some new faces there, so that's pretty cool.
Definitely.
So if you haven't registered yet, register, participate, get your reps in when it comes to live streaming, testing out, podcasts, all of that stuff. It's free. So free reps with your people save in there so you can have fun.
Yeah.
Well,
and also like just so you can just stay ahead of all the shows, including Who Dare Streams, make sure you go to ecamm.tv/reminders. That's where you can entire calendar of all the upcoming events. Right now we have April 28th through May 22nd. So all these events are right there at ecamm.tv/reminders, including Who Dare Streams.
Yeah. And another cool thing that happened was I don't recall, but Paul can remind me. Paul has a great memory. Last Friday, Jill hosted a Q&A where a lot of you showed up, and it was a nice gathering. It was a pretty chill environment, and there were a lot of great questions asked though. And some of those questions, Matt was there, and one of the questions that I was interested in, and I would like to hear from you all who are doing Amazon, they were talking about, if I was going to do Amazon, that wouldn't be my first thing that I would do now. If I was going to do live selling, I will go somewhere else. But then Matt mentioned that for Creator Camp, he learned a couple of tips from Billy, and that Amazon is working really well for him. So I would love to hear in the comments if you are or if you were doing Amazon live selling, how is that going for you? And Matt, I would like to hear from you because I had to drop off towards the end of the meeting, and I don't know what else you guys talked about. in there. But yes, but that was a really nice meetup. We talked about meetups in your city, and I believe there is now a post on the Ecamm Facebook group asking where we are all located. And so that might be something that's coming up, to see where we are at in terms of holding up meetups. Who knows, right? Another thing that was spoken about was leap into video. So that's coming up. And as Fuljens and Paul mentioned, there's going to be for notifications, for reminders, perhaps all those events are going to be there as well, so that you can stay tuned for that. And then another thing that came up really awesome was Creator Camp. So although registrations are not open, there was some talk about how incredible Creator Camp is going to be this year. It's going to be in a new location. Fuljens, do you know any details about this? Because we got an email today.
All I know is, if you haven't done so, get on the wait list, because this thing is going to fill up very fast, and it fills up faster and faster every year. Ecamm.com/camp. Ecamm.com/camp to get on the wait list.
Right. And this year is going to be at a different location that is going to be even more fun for all of us. So here it is.
Portsmouth.
September 28th through October 2nd, but it's you know, it may change. Dates are tentative, right? So it may change.
I hope it stays this way.
Yeah, that would be nice. But here it is. So make sure that you save the day. Join in the waiting list, get on a waiting list, so that when the email goes out because the email goes out first to, I believe, to everyone who has attended before, and then it's opened up for the rest, for the public. But here is the fun. It's just a great time. It's just a great time. So if you are thinking about going to Creator Camp, just sign up in there to so that you get the emails.
You woke up Doc with the Creator Camp talk.
I did. Hello, Doc. Doc, stay tuned. We used your drop in a video. The video is work in progress anyway. So we're still gonna get your picture in there, Doc, okay? Because we need one. But so that's what's going on. So make sure that you are tuning in for all of this. Okay, so let's see, what are we? So we also do a 2 hour of office hours each day before the live, when you can come on and ask questions and get support. Okay. Oh yes, that's for Who Dare streams. Yes. Before the live, so. I believe that's for Who Dare streams. Yeah. So which app is confusing? Capshow? Is that what we're talking about? Take My Money. Is that about Amazon?
Creator Camp.
Creator Camp? Okay.
Yeah.
It will be nice to see you. And there's the link. There is the link.
Ecamm.com/camp.
Okay, that's cute. My heart leaped when I got the email. It will be nice to see you again.
It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, it will be nice to see you again. And okay, Fuljens.
Yeah, so Matt is actually doing shoppable videos, not the live selling.
Okay.
And he's been doing it for 5 months, earning real cha-ching. Nice.
And Matt, where do you learn this? I mean, let us know, right? Matt learned this ins and outs at Creator Camp. At Creator Camp Fam. Yeah, from Billy.
Bobby Las Vegas.
We said camp. Oh, Michelle, you see? Okay, so let's do this, because thank you for the segue. I haven't received mine yet. I cannot wait. I think I remember what I wrote, but I haven't done it. So I'm close though. I'm close. I'm very close to it. If this what I think about it. So what are these postcards that we are talking about? These are this super, I thought that this was the cutest, most ingenious thing to do. One, it gets us writing in pencil. our goals, and then we put it in a we fill it out, and then we put it in a basket, and then Ecamm sends it to us 6 months later. Was it 6 months?
6 months.
6 months later. Oh my God. And then Lou got his, and he wrote in the post, Fuljens.
Start a live show, podcast.
Yeah, but he says,
how weird is it? Yeah, that I just received this Ecamm postcard reminding me to start a live show, and I'm finally launching my live stream this week.
That is, I mean, right? So those are goals. So then receiving it and then knowing that we're doing it, it's like, right? It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So I can't wait to receive mine to see if it is what I'm thinking, because if it is what I'm thinking, I already have the concept, everything written down. I just need to now attack, action, kind of a thing. So who else received their postcard? So Michelle received it.
Shay received.
Shay received hers.
Yep.
Let me go to the comments, because I was reading polls. Okay. We have Michelle got her postcard. Who else? I don't see. Okay, there are a lot of comments before we go in there. Yeah, for live selling. Okay, so let me look for okay, George got his postcard. So George, what are you in the postcard, your goal? Are you close to it? You are on it? Or do you accomplish it already? Hello, Tatiana. Hello.
Hello.
And Shay okay, Shay, the same question for you. How is that goal? Did you accomplish it? Are you close to it? Are you coming along like I am, or what? What is it? Yes, Dr. T, go check your mail. Go check your mail. Okay. Doc writes. That's for you, Fuljens.
I don't know who got Doc started on it.
I don't know. I don't know. That's for you.
Walking and talking were confusing until they were not. See all new things as I can learn this, and you will get there faster. Starting with this is hard will surely tank your progress. Yes.
Okay, so that must have been for somebody. Okay.
Yes.
Rumor has it Bobby Las Vegas is the same person as Billy Thornton.
Shh. You have to keep that anonymous, like the leaderboard names. You got to keep it anonymous.
You know what, Doc? I agree with you 100% on this. 100%. And Hank is waiting on his. Mm-hmm. Okay, so George is close. Still work in progress. Okay. All right. So Shay writes, she's on her way. Everything takes longer than you plan for. I agree. I agree, especially for when we're planning something, right? Like education, teaching a lesson, going back and forth and all of that. I said this weekend, actually, I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm just going to launch because, yeah. But good for you, Shay. Good for you. Fuljens, another one for you.
I get all the Doc comments. The day I stepped off the plane in Tokyo, the only Japanese words I knew were ninja and karate. I am basically fluent in little over a year.
There you go, Doc. Look at you.
That's what's up.
The mail comes later for Hank. Okay, Hank, so all right. Okay, Hank, hopefully you get it. You get it. But if not, I believe all of us will be getting it this week, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's what it seems like, yes.
So I have no idea what to put in mine. I'm scared. That comment had me feeling like I could fly. Although I've done so much in the last year. Love it. Can't wait to go back. Right? Yes. Exactly. That's it. And then...
Just do and learn.
You give sometimes you have to plan, because if you're teaching something, you have to make sure that the lesson is, you understand the lesson well, so you can explain it well. And, so that's where I am. And when it comes to that.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. So let's talk about other great things that are happening. So YouTube fam, YouTube is celebrating their 20-year anniversary, 20, right? So it's like, if you think about it, 20 is not that far off, but at the same time, it's a long time ago. I mean, can you remember where you were 20 years ago when YouTube came out? I remember. I didn't know what YouTube was. And there I was on my desk taking a call from a client who had a problem with a Cisco module. So I'm like, okay. And all of a sudden, I put them on hold, and my friend comes behind me. Hey, Anna, be careful, because they're checking to see who's on YouTube. And I'm like, what? What is YouTube? And he's like, what? You don't know what YouTube is? And that's how I learned about YouTube, right? That was way back when I was working in tech. So like, where were you 20 years ago, right? So where were you, Fuljens, 20 years ago when YouTube came out?
20 years ago, I was a customs broker clearing shipments.
And where were you when you found out about YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't even know YouTube launched at that time. I don't know. I don't even know when I started watching YouTube, because I thought, for some reason in my mind, like at that time, doing that job, like I felt like I was already on YouTube, checking YouTube stuff out. So I don't know. That's so weird to me that it felt like it's so much longer. 20 years? Yeah, because
right?
that's 2000. That's 2005. 2005. Yeah. I know exactly where I was working and all that stuff, but
yeah,
I felt like what if I was not on YouTube? Where? Maybe MySpace. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, but
wow.
YouTube and MySpace were completely different. They're completely different things, right?
Right.
So
but, I know I was on something. Sidekick, all that stuff. But for some reason, I thought YouTube was a part of that. That's so weird.
I mean, it's crazy to think that way, right? To think about that. Yeah. That was 20 years ago. Yet we're over here still looking the same, but with more knowledge. More
Friendster.
live happened. Live happened. But
and Foursquare.
What is Foursquare?
Foursquare was when you actually felt safe enough to like check in different places and get points, like the leaderboard that we have right now. So you would check into like a restaurant, or let's say you go to the park and you actually go on Foursquare and you check that you're there and you get points for it, and people see that you're there and interact and stuff like that.
So that's like Facebook check-in.
Yes, it was Facebook check-in at that time, standalone, and you get rewarded for checking in. But then until it became not safe to let people know where you are
I mean,
at any given time.
But look at it, it's incredible. So I'm just gonna go real quick some highlights, because there's some highlights and some features that they're releasing, some great things that are happening, and it's something to do with the trivia also, right? So just listen to some of this. So daily uploads, over 20 million videos are uploaded to YouTube each day. Like what? Right? What? Each day? 7 billion people. 20 million videos. And then they're talking about the engagement stats. So users average more than 100 million comments daily. That's how much people are on YouTube. That's insane. And then video receive over 3.5 billion likes daily. Fuljens, you want to cover some of these? I mean, there's this. Yeah,
it's insane numbers, and
I mean, more than because we see it, right? We're used to YouTube, but then if we look at the details and the things that have happened, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, Fuljens, go with it.
There's more than 300 music videos that have surpassed 1 billion views.
People have gotten famous on YouTube. They don't need an agent anymore.
Crazy. And damn, right? YouTube Music and YouTube Kids both celebrate their 10th anniversaries. I feel like YouTube Music YouTube Music feels brand new to me. It doesn't seem like it's 10 years ago. Jeez, what the heck? We're becoming fossils over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just insane. And then a couple more before we check in with the comments for you guys to see where were you when YouTube came out. So new and upcoming features, YouTube, voice replies. The ability for creators to voice reply to comments on their videos is expanding to more users later this year. So that is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I really like that. I really like it. And then 4 times playback speed. Come on. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Not that nobody wants to hear me speaking 4 times faster.
You never know. You never know.
Okay. All right, Fuljens, do you want to cover any other highlights, the hidden features and tips? YouTube?
Let's see. You have a playback controls, long press anywhere on the video player to watch at 2 times speed. I like that feature because X has that. You can like press and hold and you could fast forward. That's pretty cool. And song search, right? Identify songs by humming or singing using the song search feature on Android. That is a
So Doc is gonna love this. Actually, Doc knows all the songs, right? But like when you were like humming a song and you're like, what is that song that goes?
Yep, it's good to hum.
Right. This is great. Okay, that was YouTube celebrating 20 years. So let's go to the comments and see where were you all when this happened? Let's see. Okay, where are we? Okay, 20 years ago was
so this century.
Okay. So Johnny was in a
naval ship.
Naval ship? What were you doing there?
In the Navy.
I know, but like what? Like what were you doing? What were you doing? Like what was your duty, I guess. So is that related? No. Okay. So Matt is 10.5 years on YouTube. Oh, wow. So okay. Nice. Nice. Look at you. So everything was pretty much classified. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. So Doc was in the Valley rocking startups. What startup? The startup what you rocking? So I remember the first YouTube icon on the early iPhones looked like an old time television.
Yeah, those were dope.
Wow. You see? Like these are the things that we forget. Wow. Oh, look at Steve. He was finishing up college. Steve.
I had just finished up. Like a year prior.
Wow, I was on an internship. Okay, so now I have so many YouTube channels I lost count on, but it's wow. 25 was what?
Friendster. Yeah, that's another.
That was an app?
Yep, we had Friendster, we had Napster, we had
I
Doc
remember
also
Napster.
mentioned Black Planet. I wasn't really on Black Planet because I was more on MySpace at the time, but Black Planet, yeah.
Oh, so Paul was working at Sonic Wall. What is Sonic Wall? Friendster, Mi Gente, and Black Planet. You see, I don't know. Yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago. It does.
Seems like a lifetime ago.
And then Foursquare.
Foursquare is now Swarm. Yeah, it is.
But what is it?
When it was the thing to do, it was Foursquare. So I don't know who's on Swarm now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
those were the days. Those were the days, right?
But Napster got in trouble, right? Napster got in trouble. But then there was another app that came right after. Was it Apple Music? Like,
LimeWire. That was.
But Napster got in trouble. Why did they get in trouble again for selling copyrighted music? I mean,
yeah, it was like pirating stuff. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Tech Troublemaker launched his channel on 2010. He remembers nothing before that. So you were an early adopter then, because that's only 5 years after YouTube launch.
I cannot believe it was in the 2000s. Like, that's so weird.
Crazy. Oh my gosh, for real, right? For real. The number of servers are, yeah. And for some tech will be great.
We can't be mad, right? We can't be mad if YouTube is down for like a few hours, right? So, yeah. Right. Yeah. Don't use phone, please.
My mom would be like, listen, I just can't keep up.
Don't use it.
Like, I'm sorry. I was made this way.
Black Planet.
I don't know that one. I really don't. Wow. Okay, let's see. Shay. So Shay was teaching third grade with paper and pencil.
Such ancient technology that you have there, Shay.
I still use paper and pencil, Shay. That's like that feeling, the
Paper and
tactile
pencil.
feeling is just yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, and in the healthcare field. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to know. So, Anna, startups are now known as Instagram, Facebook, Amazon, all the services and apps. So you were working with all of them? Well, look
Right,
at
like
you, Doc.
which one? Or, unless Doc, yeah, which one, Doc? Unless it was all of them. Knowing Doc, it probably was.
I was also turning 50.
You can see the math calculations taking place.
It's like, let me just get the calculator. Oh my gosh. LimeWire. So Backyard Smoke Master Barbecue. Hello. My daughter was born in March 2005. So I was a new dad, staying up late, drinking Red Bull, and watching 24 episode after. Okay, yeah, we can see that on YouTube. On 2005, must have been something else
on Fox. That was on Fox
Okay,
24.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It must have
definitely.
been something else because the first video that was posted on YouTube by the co-founder, I believe, was like me at the zoo. And look at this. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. You see, this is the thing.
So much music from LimeWire for real. Got
You,
so much from LimeWire.
Oh, that was like a similar to Napster?
Yeah, after Napster came LimeWire.
Okay. And Doc joined YouTube a year after. Wow.
That's crazy because I know I was on YouTube earlier, but my Fuljens Henry YouTube channel says I joined during 2020 during COVID, which makes sense. But I must have had another account before then because. Yeah,
But the thing is, remember, a lot of us didn't have an account unless we wanted to comment or whatnot. So we probably knew about it, but not necessarily, right?
That's probably what it was. Yeah, I probably never created one.
Wow. We're going to be celebrating a camp for you there, Mr. Paul. Look at this. And then, wow, Paul looking great for 70, right?
Yes, he does.
Agreed.
Yes, he
I
does.
agreed. 100% agreed. So this is, I mean, imagine what else is going to happen in 20 years. So we are here, honey, and in 20 years from now, looking all sorts of different. And we say, oh my gosh, YouTube is now 40 years old. What are we going to be saying? I mean, just think about it, how quickly 20 years went by.
So
right?
fast.
And then we're like, okay, where were we? I know I remember that because that was a core memory because that's when I learned what YouTube was. So I remember that moment specifically. I can see the cubicles, walls, colors, and what I was doing. So, but what are we going to be saying 20 years from now? Even 10 years, we're like, oh, YouTube is 30 years old today. What else? What other features can YouTube come up with? Right? That's just pretty awesome. But for now, that's what they have, and that's what we have, and we just enjoy all the things, right? All the things that they have. So speaking of all the things that we're having, do you all know that we have a segment called Dripped in Ecamm, where you can sport your Ecamm drip, take a selfie with it, post it in the community, and have a chance to be highlighted here on ENN. You can also have a chance to be highlighted in the Ecamm Live YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Ecamm Fam. I'm trying to remember all the channels or all the Ecamm social channels, and even the website, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be merch that you win here on ENN. It could be merch that you already have. It could be merch that you got at Creator Camp. You all have tons of merch. You have a water bottle. You have right. You have T-shirts. You have, what else did they give away?
The bag. You got the bag.
Yes. Glasses.
The patch. Yeah, the glasses.
Yes.
The patch. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
So you have a lot of great things that you can post on and just hashtag dripped in Ecamm so that we can highlight you here, right? But for now, we have one to highlight. So here are the highlights. Let's check them out.
Yeah.
Dripped in Ecamm.
And there is Paul with his dripped in Ecamm, just reading the newspaper and just staying informed to see what he can moderate.
Exactly. Exactly.
And here we have me prepping for ENN. And literally, fam, this is how I prep for ENN. I have my iPad, I have a notebook, and I have a pen and a pencil. And I start just doing the things before transferring it to the iPad. And here is another one. So Mary Ann's son stole her sweatshirt. And he's over here like, hey, Mom, I really like it. And I don't blame you because that is a gray hoodie. And it looks super good. So that is the dripped in Ecamm Fuljens.
Yeah. So definitely once you get your merch or you have existing merch, go ahead and post using hashtag dripped in Ecamm in the Ecamm Live community for a chance to be featured basically everywhere.
Yeah,
wherever all Ecamm merch is featured.
Sort of everywhere, right? Like chance to be featured. And there are so many opportunities now because now you have the newsletter, right? And you have all these different things, all these different channels, but you posted in the Ecamm Facebook group, hashtag dripped in Ecamm for a chance. So there it is. So we're gonna be moving along, and a lot of you have typically ask questions, or I don't want to say a lot of you, but in the community, there are a lot of people who typically ask the question, oh, I'm doing this production. What Mac should I get? How much memory should I have? And all of these things. So one, I didn't bring this up because it's in Spanish. So here's what he was asking. And then I need you all to answer this question because I don't think I know the answer to this. And Fuljens, I don't think I asked you. So he is raving about Ecamm, how he was able to use 5 to 6 NDI feeds with his MacBook Pro M1 with 8 RAMs, 8 gigs. And then it worked perfectly, he said. Perfectly. And then he also used Zoom and he was able to record the video and all of that. And it also worked very nicely, all via NDI. And so he's writing, he would like to know if there's option to manage bitrate in video. So that is the question. That is his question. It was in Spanish. Nobody have asked that question, answered his comment. So this is a question for all of you. Can you do that? I don't know.
Not in Ecamm, no. Not at the moment. You can't.
You cannot? Okay.
You cannot enter custom bitrate.
Okay.
Doc says, no, fair. I needed you to read it in Spanish. I was expecting the same thing.
I could do it as long, but I would just, no.
Long.
Yeah, it's pretty long. We write long things, but that was his question. Okay, so that was that. There's everything that he did, right? And it was with the M1 with the basic memory. Just it sounds like the basic model, and he was able to do all of that with it.
That's great.
Using Ecamm, right?
That's dope.
Yeah, pretty awesome. So okay. George hasn't sent a picture, and I think he's not even gonna do it. But we have one other thing that's happening besides is now Facebook, because we're going back, right? Thinking about going back and all of these things. So Fuljens, let's talk about Facebook, right? And how Facebook is trying to not spam. Like reduce the spamming with people. Let me just refresh this. I'm not sure there we go. Reducing spam and cranking down on spammy content on Facebook. So what does that mean, Fuljens?
So the Facebook feed doesn't always serve up fresh, engaging posts that you consistently enjoy. So Meta is working on that, and they're making a number of changes to improve your feed and help creators break through and give more control over how content is personalized to them.
And one of the things that I really enjoy is that now, right? So it's like a lot of people were trying what is this word when you're trying to do something to oh my gosh, it's not fake the system, but it's something along those lines. Is they were trying to do something that they're not supposed to. So they were using their personal accounts to post their business with a whole bunch of hashtags. So Facebook now is trying to crack down on that. And then now they have this, right? So right now, they're going to release this. I'm not sure because I haven't seen this on mine, but you can now let them know which comments aren't useful, and it would be reported to them. Right. So that will be protecting creators because Facebook is saying that so let me highlight this for you. It's saying creators are often targets of other accounts pretending to be them. And in 2024, they took down over 23 million profiles that were impersonating large content producers. Right. And now that's what they're doing. And I guess that they're listening to everybody. And now they have this report comment right in there. Very easy to report. So instead of you having to go out of the comment to report it, they have it right there. That is pretty cool. And then, that is pretty nice that they're doing that.
Sure, Meta.
Yeah, but who knows? But I mean, at least they're trying, right? Sure. I'm thinking. But another thing that Meta is trying, which I want to know if you are all into this, is the new app competition for CapCut, the edits. Who's using it? I've heard that it's pretty good. I have not tried it. Fuljens, have you tried it?
I have not tried it. I was waiting for the launch, but I don't really follow Meta news like that. But and also the thing too, apparently right now it's only mobile only, right? So if I do all my vertical videos on desktop, I prefer desktop. I guess once I switch from mobile to desktop, it's hard for me to go back now. So if they were to have a desktop version of edits, I would definitely like to try that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for easy access when you are mobile and you're creating videos on your phone. This is easy to do, and then post it right away, right? So I guess that's their niche, and that's why they. What's that?
Doc says he's tried it. Doc says it's good, but it ain't CapCut. So
got it. Okay,
they still got a ways to go.
Got it. So let me go to the comments because that's what I wanted to know. Who has tried it and who hasn't? And of course, Doc tried it. So what is it about it, Doc? What didn't you is good, but it's not CapCut. What about it do you miss? What about it's not there? And okay, Fuljens, did I miss anything?
Just a lot of comments for George. And let me see here. Yeah, no bit rate on Ecamm. Michelle does not trust Meta, period.
Yeah, and the thing is that we don't trust. And then look what happened with CapCut. So it's good to have options just in case, just in case something happens again. Yeah. So yeah, Marianne says that she doesn't like those comments that pretend that they are interested in content, but then they tag another user about some product. That's it. Mm-hmm. So that's what Facebook is trying to do. Just crank down on that, and then you'll be able to report it right from there. I haven't tried it, but
the friends option is cool too, because just like in other places you could do for you and you could do friends only. So now you have the friends only option. You could just scroll through your Facebook friends versus people you're not following or not friends with. Mm-hmm. So that might be a useful feature.
Wow, fam. Well, is 7:51. This is kind of crazy. It just went by like the 20 years of YouTube.
Yeah, it does.
And we still have trivia to go. So here is what we were talking about earlier. Netflix, right? So now Netflix is trying to get into the video podcast space. So we are going to have the option. I don't know what the requirements are going to be, but there's still the option where now Netflix is going to open it up to video podcasts, and they're talking about, okay, what has been the push? What are they seeing? Why are they trying to do this now in this space? Knowing that YouTube is the number one, right? So here is some information for you. Pay attention, because this has to do with the trivia, has to do with this. Okay, so the topic, the title, Netflix is eyeing video podcast as it expands beyond TV and film. As YouTube dominates the podcast space, Netflix sees an opportunity to woo creators and blur the lines between talk shows and podcasts. Fuljens.
And amid the video podcast boom, Netflix is making its own move into the space. According to Business Insider, the streaming giant CEO Ted Sarandos said video podcasts may be the next format to land on the platform. During Netflix's first quarter earnings call Thursday, Sarandos noted that the lines are getting blurry between podcasts and talk shows, adding, as the popularity of video podcasts grows, I suspect you'll see some of them find their way to Netflix.
Yeah, exactly right. And then here it is. So YouTube attracts 31% of weekly podcast listeners compared to Spotify's 27% and Apple's 15%. So nearly half of podcast listeners now watch their favorite shows on smart TVs. And in March, YouTube made up 9.7% of all TV viewing, edging out Netflix at 8.1. So this is incredible. This is an incredible opportunity for us. Another thing to look into. And again, they are saying that the generation that they're now targeting is Gen Z, right? So that's where they see all of that in there to, I mean, is right? I mean, it's like, did we see this coming or did not see this coming, right? But
yeah.
Right, but it's cool that Netflix is doing that, because sometimes I'm like, there's nothing to watch on Netflix. There's really nothing. I've seen these movies. These movies are old. I'm like switching to see what's going on. But then now Netflix is bringing it. It's Netflix is doing their thing.
And then now, they have live talk shows on Netflix now. Raw is live on Monday nights on Netflix. Unfortunately, not in the U.S. You can watch WrestleMania and other pay-per-views and stuff live on Netflix in other countries. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And the viewing quality is so dope. And especially like if you're on if you're like watching a little back, if you're like probably like, let's say the show has started like 30 minutes ago, and you play it from the start, it skips the commercials for you, which is so dope. It just
really?
I don't know how that works, but it's just so dope. It skips the commercials while you're live, especially if like for example, Monday Night Raw has little commercial breaks if you don't have VPN and all that stuff. It's so dope. I love the experience. So for Netflix to now welcome podcasts and stuff like that, especially with the live experience that we're getting now, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Just like I watch like those type of things on Tubi, so Netflix will be even better. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying that for them it will be less. It makes sense. I mean, they're creating huge productions with all of these other unscripted shows, and now with video podcasts, the production is not going to be the budget for video podcasts compared to all the other shows that they are running is going to be so low compared to video podcasts, the two budgets. So that is great news. So fam, just marinate on all of that. We have some trivia for you, but before we do this,
Steve said Ecamm live stream to Netflix in the next beta.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, who knows what their requirements are going to be, but
right, exactly.
Okay, awesome. So Netflix is like cranberries, getting into everything. I mean, you have to keep exploring, right? So like with Netflix, they were like, okay, no, we're not gonna get in the digital space, and now they are in digital. Before they were just the CD, and then now they are in digital. So now they were like, we see Gen Z because Gen Z is all about just let's be authentic. I know, man, poor Gen Z. Gen Z watches commercials, like 25 commercials before they even have breakfast because they're all in TikTok and all that stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, we're talking about InShot. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Let me see real quick because I don't want to go past 2. But I don't want to do video podcast because it's hard. Oh, let's go. We need to say that. Okay. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read it. But I don't want to do video podcast because it's hard. I still hear this. I didn't want to whine too much. I still hear this whining at every conference. I will laugh when these folks get left behind and cry instead of whine. That's it. Right? I mean, like, look at this opportunity. Look at this opportunity. Okay. Netflix. All right, here we go. I've been well, this is for you.
I've been streaming video podcasts for like 5 years. Been creating them since 2009.
Yeah. So Steve might just see what kind of video podcasts are bringing in. Netflix is dope, but I get to watch English, Japanese, and Korean shows. Good for you. Rich came
going on, Rich?
to
Yeah,
challenge
did,
George.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, they did screw up the Tyson. I was worried about the Monday Night Raws, but so far so good.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do this. Now we have to get Netflix certified camera.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, probably.
Get that Sony. Get that
Yeah.
Sony. Get that Sony
I
FX.
mean, like Lumix is pretty awesome too. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Lumix is pretty awesome. So let's just go with this. All right, fam. So here's trivia number 1. And what do you win? Do you want to know what you're gonna win? We're gonna show you where you're gonna win. You're gonna win this incredible Ecamm pillow. And how does the pillow feel like? What is it like? Let's see what Fuljens has for us.
You can sleep on this pillow. It's so plush and yes. It's why will George win? Says Marianne. George probably has an Ecamm pillow in every single corner of his couches in his home, so I think he's good.
It's a nice pop of color. It looks really good.
so
I have it on my shelves here.
Yes.
Yeah. Really nice pop of color. So that's what you will earn today. Here we go. Right? So get your fingers ready. You all paid attention to us.
Exactly. George will be comfy on that pillow, says Tora. You guys are
Let
funny.
me see. I'm gonna have to
You
be
guys are
quick in
funny.
here because I didn't hide the questions. I mean the options, and I want to hide the options while you read the questions real quick, Fuljens. All right. So here we go, fam. Fuljens.
Netflix push into video podcasts is part of a broader effort to grow beyond its core identity. What phrase did Netflix use internally to describe this larger evolution?
Here we go. And timer is running. Let's do this.
Start.
Yeah. And a hint for you. That was the first thing I read.
Oh boy.
4 minutes on the clock, right? But I will wait. Rich Graham is back in the Jeopardy time.
All right, we got the stop.
We got to stop. All right.
Yes.
And the correct answer is beyond TV and film. That is what they're going for. Okay. All right. So how do we do?
People did pretty good. We have a few C's.
Nice.
I'll wait for the judge. And I'm looking at the last week. You must have a thing for C. Fall in the Slack. But maybe today is not like that. It's not like that. It's the first one.
Yeah, there are other
The letters.
Hello, Tora, and then we have. So I see how we get some people towards the end of the show.
Yeah. So it's not so bad. The overrun is not so bad.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when.
Yes. Just waiting for the.
When is? But oh my gosh, what? Let me know. if we're close or whatnot, because over here, I'm trying to see who retained the information, and I want to throw more information out at you.
Steve is like, is that a hint, Anna? No more C's? Who knows?
Is that a hint? I'm not sure.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
You got it?
Yes, I do. I'm just updating the wheel now that just said only George's name. Okay, so now we're good. We're good now.
Okay. And this is trivia number 2. Here we go.
What is one major production advantage Netflix sees in video podcasts compared to traditional TV series or films?
Fam, you got this. You still got this. Read the question. Read the question, fam.
Let's see. Let's see.
I just saw the start now, but it went before, right?
Yeah. I'm watching the live,
Okay.
the live playback.
Nice.
It is 5 seconds away. 5 seconds apart. And stop. There we go.
That little pillow is gonna look good in your space. Okay, stop. Yes?
Yes.
And the correct answer is lower production costs, right? Video podcasts are going to be, lower production costs compared to traditional TV series films. Yes. Okay, how do we do?
They did pretty good. You guys did pretty good.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. That should be an exciting wheel.
Yeah.
Fuljens, you're over there liking the pillow, huh?
Yeah. I'm about to rest my head on it really soon. Really soon. Nice and comfy.
All right.
Where did you get this pillow from? Social media marketing world in San Diego.
There's a whole story about it. But no. Was it? Because it was a circle East that you went crazy over.
Or was it the E? Or was it both?
Yeah, no, it was the E. It was the E.
Jeremy says it's my stress reliever. Right? I'm not, FJ's not letting the pillow go, holding onto it tight.
You can use it for that. Let me know when we're ready for.
Yeah, just a little bit longer. Just waiting for
right? He's like over there, like, I want this pillow. Next time they will take Fuljens blankie.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. Let there be an Ecamm blanket. That'll just complete the whole look right now. ENN bedtime. ENN bedtime. All right, we are up to date.
Ooh,
This is looking like that My Pillow guy.
I think I gotta put you in there because you're over there with that pillow, like. Mariana here with it. Mariana's gonna be with it because she's like, hey, I don't have any orange in my color branding. This pillow might just be what I need.
Manifesting.
Hey.
Let the manifestations begin. Let the manifestations begin. Okay.
Wait.
It's on.
Fuljens, real quick. Read just Torah's message.
Yeah.
My precious.
Okay, trivia number 3. Here we go. Trivia number 3. And ready, Fuljens? Okay, here we go.
Yes. In considering audience trends, which generation's preference for video integrated podcasts is influencing Netflix expansion into the format?
You got this, fam. You got this.
Oh yeah. We said
You
it so many
so
times.
got this.
Everybody should get that right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You got this. Let's make this wheel deep. Let's make this wheel as tight as Fuljens holding that pillow.
Exactly. Tighter.
Ooh, look at that. Holy mother.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Poor
Look, the
Paul.
thing just came like. zzz.
Doc says y'all need therapy.
Oh,
George's generation. Oh, shit. Generation George. Oh man.
Let me know.
Oh my gosh. Stop. You guys are funny. Wind up that Canellis Carnival wheel. Oh my God.
Okay, here we go. And the correct
George is the highlight
answer
of the
is
Gen Z.
Gen Z. That is
Gen G. Gen G. Oh my
What?
God. Paul said Gen G.
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. We can do this. All right. So now that you're tallying up all of that, I will go to the comments and see what we have going on here. Wind up that.
Oh my gosh.
Wind it up.
Funny. That is funny.
Okay. Pulse generation.
George has officially become the third co-host for ENN.
For real. Pulse generation, whenever he stops lying about his age. Gen G. Gen Krams.
Oh man.
Let's see. Okay.
Talking about my generation. Reminds you of Limp Bizkit. My generation.
I'm just gonna put you here in big because you're over there still with what's the name? Do you have a name for it?
For the pillow?
Yeah.
I don't name my pillows. I just sleep on them. Oh man. No, that's a long one. Just waiting.
George is the ENN mascot. All right, so how are we?
Man. A little bit longer, a little while more.
Okay, all right.
Because that was a big one. A lot of people.
It was
got
like
that
everybody
right.
just, and I was like, we're gonna do one just in case they don't get the other one. That was really easy, and I just
you guys
yes.
are good.
Okay,
I don't name my pillows.
yeah. You ready?
Yes, ready now. And here we go. All right.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that wheel.
Yes,
that wheel is stacked today.
Jesus Christ! With all of those names in there, can you imagine? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Can you imagine?
Yes. All right. Here we go. Here we go. And I think
wait. Okay.
George is only here twice. Huh?
No. I was. Yeah. Now you can go.
All right. Let's go. Here's the first spin, everybody. Good luck.
There's no sound.
Oh. Tech troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Roy. Let's go. Let me remove this little Ecamm here. Boom. There we go. Yes. Nice. Congratulations. All right. You ready for the next spin? Let's see.
Here we go.
Let's see. Oh. Let's go. Okay.
And the third spin.
Let's go. George is still there, guys. Be careful. Be careful.
It looks like.
Oh.
Oh wow! Some new people.
Okay.
Got it. The
we got some new folks. We
Yes,
jinxed.
Let's go.
We jinxed the board today.
That was great. Look at this. Okay, where's the second part of mine? Okay.
That is
Here we go.
funny.
Nice. Congratulations to the new winners. So okay.
Like, oh, so close. So close.
This worked. Okay. So for those of you who are new, please send an email to Jill, JILL, at ecamm.com to claim your prize. Paul is going to send the names, and you just say you got your Ecamm pillow. Again, you can be as creative as you want to be, whether it is a video or it could also be a photo, and highlight your pillow. How are you using your pillow? It could be displayed in your setup, or you could use it however your kids can be playing with it. Whatever happens once that pillow arrives in your house, if you would like to share, hashtag dripped in Ecamm to be highlighted here on ENN and also on the Ecamm Live socials. Yes, Fuljens.
Doc said that's George's other account. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Right, exactly. So yeah, for the newbies, did we go?
Yes, let's go, let's go.
I know, Rich, you were very close. You were very close. And here's what I'm gonna do, because we're already kind of. I'm gonna do all of this. I'm gonna do dang so close. Yes. My copy and paste screwed up.
Yeah, there was somebody was to be added another time, a second time.
What is it?
I'm gonna mention. No, there was somebody who was supposed to be added twice in the. Although I see them twice, so I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yay, new people, right? That's what's up.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Hank Rice, this is the first time that he's
Yay.
ever won.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. And you won the pillow. Oh, Hank.
Nice jinx, everybody. Nice jinx. Nice jinx.
No, and this the education one is George's other account.
So George won.
Because we already know, right? We already
Right.
know the other two.
That's
so,
funny.
So yeah, and then here we go. Shay was the one who won the pillow. So we got two new. Here we go. There we go. Yes, and where's Dora? There you go. Okay, Dr. T. Yes.
Very cool.
Okay. This is it. This is so great, you guys. Nice. That's what happened when you beef off your internet finally. There we go. Oh, okay.
And George is like, there's only one George.
Is that
One
right, George?
One George to rule them all.
There we go. Together, the two of you.
Oh, man.
But that is so
Great.
great. So, fam, we have so many great happenings in the community the entire week. So make sure that you follow with Who Dares streams with Doc and Ash. Today was day one, and a lot of the fam has been posting their videos for day one. So if you're not in the community yet, you need to sign up for Who Dares stream so that you can get all the details on how to sign up for the community and participate. It is a great challenge, and of course, you're going to get an opportunity to win more prizes, right? And there's some cool things happening in there, and also throughout the community, right? So make sure that you visit the Facebook group, Ecamm Live Community. Jill, the new community manager, is there doing some great things, sharing some great information. Today she went live. I unfortunately missed it, but she went live sharing some good information, as well as if you want to participate and show where you are tuning in from, or where you are in the world, go into the community and also enter where you are tuning in from, because that might be a method to that madness of having you all comment where you are tuning in from. Fuljens.
Yeah. And also check out Jill's Friday post, where you can drop your videos or your streams in that post, so the fam could show up and support your content every Friday in the Ecamm Live Community Facebook group.
There we go. All right, fam. So thank you so much for tuning in to ENN. We will be seeing you next Monday and around the community. And if you love this pillow so much that Fuljens is so nicely just like not letting go of, you can find it in the Ecamm merch store, and you can get your own. There is a discount that you can find on their perks, and that is for Ecamm Fam members, and you are an Ecamm Fam member, so you can get a discount there, and you can buy your own pillow with that discount. It's available to all of you, so go ahead. That pillow is really nice and fluffy. If Fuljens moves his microphone, he can actually show how fluffy that pillow is that he doesn't want to let go of, because once it's in your lap.
It got has some girth to it, right? It's nice and fluffy. It never goes out of shape too. This is really good material in here.
Yeah, and it is the nice combination, the nice pop of color. So you can get that in there, and it is pinned in the lower left corner of this chat right here, so you can check it out. I'm gonna bring this in here, all these nice little comments. But something that I will do really nicely, look at how these comments just disappear quickly, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, so Paul writes, and then I will make it bigger again.
Washable.
It's washable too.
Yes.
Look at this. Yes.
Nylon.
The new pillow has a nylon cover and is washable.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, they
what
upgraded
else can you ask for?
It's been upgraded, yeah.
Thank you, Tora.
Thank you.
You. You are so welcome, Steve. Yes.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah. And then
I prefer to say girth. Girth.
he sounds more. So yeah, William, if you want the pillow is available in the Ecamm merch store.
Merch.ecamm.com.
What is it, Fuljens?
Merch.ecamm.com.
There we go. All
Merch.ecamm.com.
right, fam. We have let me see. Wait a second. Let me go to Marianne, just because Marianne, when you drag comments on the screen and you have the timer on, will it disappear? If you have a timer on, the comments. Wait, if you have,
do.
what's that?
You know the time comments feature. So when you're dragging it
Oh,
on the screen,
right.
It will
Yes.
disappear. It still applies. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, Marianne, do you remember the comment overlay engagement building blocks that I did? That all that information is in that video. So if you want to just manually do it so it doesn't disappear, just don't add a timer. Just leave it to 0, right? And then you will manually can move it. You don't have to worry about it disappearing on you. Yeah. But I have all of those awesome juicy tricks are in the video. Okay. You'll keep sending comments, and we're over here it's already 8:20, and I'm like, we're gonna leave early. How do you pin that merch? Okay, that's Paul.
Yeah.
There you go.
Paul will take care of you.
Yes, Paul is gonna do that. Okay, fam, thank you so much for being here with us. We will see you around again, and ENN next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, we will see you around on Who Dares Streams and all the other awesome shows that are happening this week. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
Have a great night. Bye.